Alright, YouTube, this is a layout update for July, no, let's see, July 2nd or 3rd? But anyways, it's Independence Day weekend and today's Friday. But anyways, layout update. First thing you'll notice is no more pink foam, finally! I only got as far as the laying the track and wiring on the last layout. I didn't get to the painting, and I thought I would never get to it on this one, but not only did I get to it, I weathered the track. So this is not my handiwork, it's all my mom's. She's a painter, so I think it looks pretty darn good. Heck of a lot better than I would have ever done. But you look at it, you can kind of get an idea. This is going to be a creek, and then that's the Hocking River. And the idea is, if you can picture it, the river kind of come off and go into the creek, and it's really wide, and it gets over here and it narrows down. But we got the whole side painted, and you can also tell where the buildings are going to be. The line, well, you can actually see the joint, but that'll become less obvious when I put the ground foam down. But I wanted to get the paint done because this is something I couldn't have done on my own, but the ground foam and that I can. So, yeah, scenery will hopefully move steadily along. And there you can see my hill, and I got to admit, it blends in pretty well. I mean, really well. But this whole hill is removable. That tunnel section is removable, so I can just lift the whole thing up. So I still have some work to do on that. Mom and I were talking about it, and I'm going to take this back where I want to get on this end. I'm going to take it about right there, get some wads of foam, and just kind of give it a gradual slope up over the tunnel and off to the edge. Then I'll get some more of this 1/8 inch foam. I'll come their section, they'll join up on the edge right there, and it will just come over. Got one more piece to go in that little sliver there, and then that whole thing will be covered. And the other thing I'm thinking of doing is possibly getting some more 1/8 inch hardboard. Well, okay, I'll get to that in a minute when I'm doing the backdrop. I'm jumping around, but okay, that's the hill. So that's the plans for the hill. Like I mentioned earlier, track work. I took the idea of A7J slice for this. I was going to use one color, but we decided to just try going with all the same color on the main. And I got to admit, it looks pretty darn good. It looks awesome. You see where I went ahead and I laid the cork, some cork in the tunnel. That's just for when I get the sign track to come around here. I have all the turnouts for this back section, except for a curved turnout and the turntable. So I've almost got all the stuff, almost have all the stuff for that. So I got that corner. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. As you can see, I have cork right there where it would come off. And then I've got cork right there. And that's just in case I ever extend this. So if I do, I might cut all this out and put like a Pratt truss bridge here or something. I don't know. I'm not going to do anything with it until I get to that point, because I don't want to put down track and a seam and have to rip it up in case I have to change the track alignment or something or whatever. But that's the paint, that's the track. We just sprayed it, and then we used everything from popsicle sticks just rubbed on there, and that works pretty good when the paint is still fairly wet. And then I also used an abrasive block. That works very well, all the way up to when the paint's virtually dry. And we tried popsicle sticks dipped in alcohol. That didn't work so well on paint. It probably worked well on just grime, but not so much on paint. Still got a couple spots that I need to come over with something heavier, or more the track eraser, or something a lot heavier like lacquer thinner or paint remover or whatever. But that's for the track. The other thing I'm going to cover is Mom had some ideas, and we kind of changed the arrangement of the town. Like I've said before, the scenery is her thing. I do the track work, the wiring, she does the scenery. That's just kind of, how we roll. And it's working out pretty well so far. But you can kind of tell. So what we're going to do is start off, we're going to have a road about, well, you can see where my lines are on the, kind of see where they are on there. So come across there, it's going to go over, angle off, and join to that hill. And then this section around the loop to the signals is all going to be houses. And then the depot is going to go right there. We're going to take and we're going to stick a road with my four fingers right across there. It'll come over, it'll bend a bit, and just run over, and it'll intersect with the T on that. And then right here, I'm going to put my General Electric light bulb plant. And in reality, the plant, well, the building kit I'm using, which unfortunately I got a long time ago, and I didn't realize how valuable it was, and it got pretty beat up. So I pried the walls apart, and I'm going to patch it all up and give it a full interior and everything, lighting, the whole works. But it's going to go here, and it has doors on all four sides. I was originally going to put it there, but I thought, if the road's there and the building goes like from there to the track to right there, there's not room on here for there's nowhere near enough room there. For a truck to back up, and it's just too awkward to have it that close to the roads, people trying to load it. So it's going there. That whole spur will be for it. I'll stick the yard office right there, and that'll give me space for either 4 40-foot boxcars or 3 50-foot boxcars. So I got like a off spot for cars that need to be delivered but can't because one's being loaded or unloaded or whatever. But here is where I'll have the door to actually load and unload. And then right there will be just long-term storage, for long-term storage for freight cars. And the other thing I did, I found out, we did all spray paint, and then I came back, and these points were kind of stuck together, so I had to run my finger along here to kind of get them apart. So the thing I found out was, as you're spray painting, when it's fairly dry, sticky, but not quite runny, you want to just move the points around, keep them loose so they don't gum up or anything. But just, so, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So we got the base coat on, and just on top of this goes ground foam and everything. So I'm at the point where a lot of seaming I can do myself, so I can go ahead and start the ballast work. Don't have quite everything I need. I got that siding delay. I know I should put the track down, but I didn't get around to it before we spray painted. But I'm using Atlas Code A3 Flex, so it won't look too bad. Quick note, also found it eats away the foam, which I didn't get to that point on A7J's video. So Be advised, if you don't want it to dissolve the foam, then mask the area around the track. And I mean, it doesn't do it too bad. You know, you can tell it's not going all the way through. The only spot where the hole goes all the way through is, of course, where the signals are, which is where I intend it to be. So that's pretty much as far as track. I'm going to throw a note in here about the signal system. I've got the document. I'm continuing my series on installing that, but something's wrong with my SC8C, and JMRI isn't wanting to read the address it's set for. So I've got to fiddle with that some more. That doesn't affect the BD4s for block detection, so I am going to go ahead and put those in so I can run trains again. But I'm still fiddling with the SC8C. So I don't know how long it's going to be before I get that fixed. So I just thought I'd throw that in there and let you know. So, you know, if 2 or 3 months goes by and you're like, where's the next video on signals? I need it. You know why. And I'm working on it. But like I said, this was really the thing I was waiting for. I couldn't really do much else with the scenery until we got the paint on. We still got to take care of that creek. But, I mean, we got all this other stuff. So now I can start doing the ground foam in a couple places. I can really get going on my buildings. I can get going on the ballast. So yeah, hopefully updates won't be so much for signal equipment, but there will be more as far as scenery and buildings and that sort of stuff. So yeah, so look forward to that. It's coming. So hope you enjoyed, and I'm looking. There's a lot of you, especially Railfan 220 and A7J Slice. I'm looking forward to more of your videos. So, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this update. So there you go. That's what I've done, what I've got in the near future, and what I'm working on. Oh, also throw in a quick note. I know this is supposed to be about trains, but I do want to throw this in here. I also happen to have an Xbox, and one of the recent things I got a couple days ago was Lego Marvel Superheroes. Awesome game, I love it. I played it at friends a couple times, but I hardly ever get over there, so we never would have gotten to the end. So I got it for myself, and I'm getting there. But I just want to throw that in. So, yeah, there you go. Layout update, plans. So, stay tuned for the next video.